Hello, my friends. I'm Lady Calamere. I welcome you to my channels. Hello to new viewers and hello to all my subscribers and returning viewers. I appreciate you so much. I am doing this presentation on the Mayan god called Acat. Now, before I go on, this card comes from The Gods and Titans by Stacy DeMarco, illustrated by Jimmy Manton. You can find these cards, on Amazon.com or your local New Age or occult store or bookstore. So Acat, the oracle card, is of dedication, and yes, he deals very much with dedication. So he is a god of tattoos, but so much more. So he is a god dealing with the scarification, tattoo, and body modification. He is also one of the Bacabs, which is one of the creator gods. Now his name also has two meanings: reed, which they would use the reed for tattoo, the tattoo needle, as well as he of the storage jar. And the storage jar meaning the jar that they kept the ink. So the pre-Columbian people of Mexico, Central America, had a lot of tattoos. And not everyone had the tattoos because the tattoo process was a slow process and a painful one, which took dedication and sacrifice. A sacrifice of their skin, a sacrifice of their pain, a sacrifice of their time, a sacrifice of blood, but also the sacrifice that the artist took to learn to do these things, because it was believed that the people that would tattoo different, like, their animal spirits or images of their deities would help get a blessing for them to basically either protect them or help provide for them, whatever. Now, in modern day, this is still done. And sometimes it's actually done by needles. And we also have these days with numbing cream. But there are people that do the traditional old ways of tattooing, which is very painful. And even with the modern needles we have, it's still painful. So now Acat would bless the room that bless the area, the room of where the tattoo is being done. He would bless the ink, the needle, the reed that was used, and bless the artist, and bless the ink, everything. So it was very painful. Sometimes even the scarification that they would do and the body modification, he would bless. So he also was a god dealing with dedication. So if you want to do a dedication and you want to be dedicated, maybe at your job, or maybe be dedicated to be a rescuer of animals, maybe you want to be dedicated on healing people, maybe you need help with a dedication, this is a god to call. This is a god to help if you have a friend that's having problems with, everyday life, just being dedicated, maybe even having problems getting up to go to work. You can ask this god to help your friend. So He is also a god that is going to help a woman when she is pregnant. In fact, he was invited into a home where a woman was pregnant because he was the one to help the fetus, the embryo, the fetus growing in the woman's uterus, in her womb. So he was the God to call to help protect and to help shape the unborn. And this is a good God to call, especially if you are a first time mother or if you are having a high risk pregnancy. He's definitely the God you want to call and invite. Yes, he looks scary here, but he is the God to call when you are pregnant, when you want you can ask him for a healthy child, especially if you're a high risk or if you have different factors where you have deformities in your family or you have issues like health issues that you would ask Acat to help your baby to be formed as perfect as can be in the womb. So he is also dealing with being a scribe. So the scribe was important to tell the story of the deities, to tell the story of the people, to tell the story of the culture, to tell the stories of the myths, the legends, and the history of everything. So he was a divine scribe. So also interesting, if his favorite people are tattoo artists. And those, he is, if you like getting tattoos, you can dedicate your next tattoo to Acat. Even if it's not in his image, anything. You can say, hey, maybe you're getting a tattoo of your face of your kid on your arm. Maybe you're getting a tattoo of your cat on you. Maybe a tattoo of a butterfly, whatever. You can dedicate that time, that tattoo, say, in the name of Acat, I'm going to dedicate this to him. And he likes that. He likes tattooed people. So if you're getting body modification, maybe some piercings or scarifications, I don't recommend you cutting yourself up and scarring yourself, but I'm just saying that you can dedicate it to Acat. And his favorite people are also tattoo artists and those who study sacred tattoos. So anyways, there's offerings that you can give him. That some of these, oh, of course, or a lot of these are going to be traditional: corn, squash, tobacco, tamales, tropical fruits. I'm sorry about the cat toy. I'm like swinging this around for my cats to keep them from attacking each other right now. So tropical fruit. You can offer him chocolate. It could be powdered chocolate, hot chocolate, or the good old chocolate bar, or truffles, chocolate covered fruits. Also, when I talk about corn, you can also offer popcorn to him. Corn breads. You can offer him anything like anything made from corn. Now, the fruits that you can give him doesn't always have to be tropical. Now, we in the modern times can, have access to all different types of fruit. So you can think about, I don't know, pears, apples. Knock it off. Come on, Loki. Leave her alone. Look. I'm sorry. I gotta stop this. I'll be right back. So, think of things like tortillas, bread, your regular bread. Really? I gotta stop this. I'll be right back. I am so sorry. Loki, Loki Loftyson, Donahue, why do you have to be such a pain in the butt? Get down. So when I talk about tobacco, you can give them loose tobacco. You can give them cigarettes. You can give them cigars. You give them pipe tobacco, chewing tobacco. So it doesn't just have to be loose tobacco. It can be if you want. Oh, come on, man. Why do you guys do this? Sorry, my cats are being... They were all quiet until I started this presentation. So anyways, you can offer him... a wide range of fruits and nuts, and even, like I said, things made of corn flakes, cereal that has like corn made from corn. So anyways, he's one of the Bacabs, and there are the he is Acat is associated with the Bacab of the East. So, in the Mayan, there's like four gods that are the Bacabs, and they created a confluence of positive energies and negative energies, and out of these energies, they created life, us, and the physical realm that we live in. He's the one associated with the East. So Acat is one of the Eastern Bacab. One of the holding up the four corners of the world, as they believe. The four corners. Or like in Wicca, we have, and in witchcraft, we have East air, South fire, West water, North and earth. For the four directions. Or the four winds. So north, south, east, west, air, fire, water, earth, or in some traditions it's frost and ice. Regardless, the four directions. He so he is associated with the east, and of course his direction is the east. Oh, I got looks like I gotta turn off my phone. I'm getting messengers. Ugh. So let's say the east. So he is a god that luckily, I didn't know really anything about him until I got these cards, to be honest. I may have heard of him in passing, but as far as really knowing about him, I really have to give thanks to these cards. And I found him fascinating. I found the art fascinating. So he can help you with a current or future project. He can help you on your next venture, or and he can help you when you need to make commitments and to help it to be safe for you. So he can help you figure out how to do these things, how to be dedicated, how to be committed to something, and how to, like, how some people start a project but they never finish it, and they make this as a life habit, a pattern of things that they say they're going to do, or they start a project and they have 10 to 15 different projects unfinished. So he can help you to be focused, to realize your goal, which projects are worth it and which projects should be scrapped, so that you can be committed to it. His color, and the reason why I have blue here, is blue. His color is blue. Loki, you're making me blue. Loki, Lofty, Donahue, get down here. Oh, I called your whole name, boy. Was I yelling at the wrong cat? I think I was wearing. Yep, I'm yelling. I'm sorry, Loki. Sir Mew Mew Donahue, get your butt down here. Why do I have to use everyone's full name? Bad boys. Bad boys don't get any toys. Come on. Leave her alone. I'm sorry, Loki. I yelled at the wrong cat. I'm so used to Loki driving me nuts. Now it's Sir Mew Mew today. So, his color is blue. Sorry. Yeah. And so anyways, as far as temporary tattoos and henna artists, it doesn't involve any pain, but I'm wondering if anyone, would know the 411 on this, if Acat would actually accept a henna tattoo. So I know that there is a ritual in this book where you actually do a temporary tattoo on yourself. And it's possible that he can work with, it probably is, but there is no pain, and there is no permanent sacrifice of your skin. Which in okay, so when I worship Santa Muerte. So when you offer a skin sacrifice, we're not talking about flaying your skin. What we mean is offering a skin sacrifice in the form of a tattoo. So, yeah, a temporary tattoo, you can put different images on you and different protections, which will work. But once that tattoo is off, that symbol is off. Mew Mew, come on! I gotta stop this. Mew Mew, come on. Leave her alone, buddy. Come on, let's play. Come on. You want to be a good boy. No, Loki. They're driving me nuts. They're driving me to the funny farm. Come on. I don't know why they gotta pick on little Boo today. So anyways, what I was saying, once that image is washed off your body, so is that certain energy and protection. So anyways, things that you can put on his altar. Decorations. Really pretty decorations. Images of tattoos. Of course, he likes the color blue, but also like the tattoos. Now, you can put up images of Mayan, the truncated pyramids. You can put up Mayan decorations on the altar. Or get this card, because I don't know where I can get a statue of Acat. So this image will do just fine. At least, at least for me. If I didn't have this image, there would be no way I can do this presentation. Gosh, I've only been talking about 23 minutes. So, I think I'm going to have to sum this up. And this is going to have to be a short presentation. Because I got misbehaving cats here, and I'm so sorry. And again, I do not use scripts. I do not use notes. As you can tell. Oh, what else do I want to talk about? He's definitely a god of artists. So he would like decorations and art. Also, another thing that I almost forgot is that he deals with, because of these cats, he deals with a prosperous harvest. So he actually helped with, seriously? He actually helped with the growing of crops and the harvesting of crops. I gotta get Mew Mew down. Mew Mew, you are on my last nerve. Now get down. Leave your sister alone. I can't believe you treat her this way. toy. This is not okay, Mew Mew. Thanks a lot. He broke the fucking toy. So anyways, he dealt with the successful crops and the successful harvest. Which of course deals with food. And if your crops failed, well, you were pretty much screwed over, weren't you? So he helped with the successful harvesting and to ensure bountiful harvest and all the well-beings of people who lived, who were agricultural communities. So if you are planting, especially for food, and you're going to harvest it, you can ask Acat, even if it's a small little garden, your tomato and lettuce plants. So he had the ability to bless, the ability to grow and harvest. I'm just trying to think. Oh my god. Ugh. You need to stop, Mew Mew, please. Please stop. I'm sorry. Acat is also a god of aesthetics, and he's also deals with beautification and beauty. So he also had that energy going with him. So he dealt with the pursuit of perfection. Now there's a shadow side of the pursuit of perfection. And there are people that will start doing with plastic surgery, maybe a little bit on the lips, then a little bit on the breast, and they keep going until they don't even look human anymore. Where they're so obsessed with plastic surgery and so obsessed with the procedures that some people end up having 30, even 65 surgeries. And it's actually a nightmare. So there is a shadow side to that, which you need to remember when you're doing these pursuit of perfection. It can actually become an obsession. So, yeah, I just thought I would say that. So anyways, you can ask Acat for blessing and protection and prosperity and beautification of your home. You can ask him to help you if you are working in a tattoo shop, and that he can bless your shop. He can bless all your needles and all your inks, and to make sure that, to bring in customers, you can put an image of him in your store and ask him to bless your shop. Bless your workers. Everyone that works there, whether they're tattoo artists or not. Everyone who works there, to keep that place clean, sanitized, and everything sterile. He can be used for that. The body piercings, any modifications. Like some people like to get a forked tongue. Some people like to have things implanted in, like images, maybe a skull implanted inside their hand or something. You can ask Acat to help you with all that and to make sure that your shop is prosperous and, to protect you from any lawsuits and to make sure that you get good reviews on your shop. So he's good for that. So Acat's influence in the Mayan culture included architecture, the architectic art of the architecture, including things like sculpting, textiles, and pottery. So he dealt with that as well. So you can create things for him, like pottery for him, little pieces of art for him, textiles. And you can have even if you didn't create it, you can buy it and put it on his altar. And he would like that. Now the Mayan textiles, they were intricate, but they had intricate blue designs. So, which was said to represent Acat's influence. So, there was one thing that I forgot to mention as an offering. So go back to your notes if you're white. I'm so sorry. Cats threw me off. Not only did I say such as corn and tobacco and chocolate, but also add beans. So you can add whatever beans you like. Doesn't matter. We can get lima beans these days, kidney beans, black beans, white beans, don't matter. Incense. Oh, the incense. He loves incense. And of course, one of the sacred resins that will burn is also, you can get a hold of white copal and black copal. That'd be cool. Copal across the board is a cool thing to burn. But incense, he likes incense. Offering some of your blood to him, bloodletting, was a show of devotion to Acat. So there was a practice of and they would do some serious bloodletting. I'm not going to advocate that. I'm going to advocate, if you do bloodletting, be safe about it. Use a lancet on your finger and you can drop a few drops of blood. You can use one of those diabetic things. Especially if you have diabetic, you can just prick your finger and drop some blood all over his, well, you don't want to get over the pretty card. You don't want to ruin your card. But you can put it on in the bowl as an offering to him. So you can do this as an act for him. In some tradition, in some areas, some people replace the blood with dragon's blood liquid, which isn't a bad incense for him. A dragon's blood, you can burn that, but you can also get the edible dragon's blood, and you can literally put it in a little cup and give it to him. Yes, there is dragon's blood liquid. So that's something of interest. Also, another way to pay tribute to Acat is to write a song, to write a poem, even a haiku, expressions of dancing. Even if you don't really know how to dance, You know, you can just do swaying of your body to him, and music, to play music. It's whatever, a drum, a flute, even just tapping. Just something that's musical, rhythmic, you can offer to him. So he's one of the four Acats. There are 13 creator gods too, so. But when I talk about the four Acats, I'm talking about north, south, east, west. But there's also a tradition of 13. And I'm so sorry, I meant to say that. But I got cats driving me nuts. And I'm so sorry. Acat also has relationships and connections with the rain god Chaac, Chaac, I believe. Yeah, Chaac, and again agricultural deity. Acat worked good with him, so, and he worked good with the god of maize, corn, which is corn. So, anyways, I am so sorry about the chaos and me getting the 13 creator gods. Yeah, I'm not perfect. And I am so sorry for the chaos. I don't want to redo this video. Trust me, this is like my third take on this video, thanks to the cats being totally chaotic. So anyways, thank you so much for putting up with the chaos and disruptions. If you did, you're a legend. Thank you. Thumbs up to you. A way to pay me is to like and subscribe. And please leave your comments. This is basically the time I have to do this video. It's late here. It's like 1:42 in the morning. And share this video with your friends and family. The money that you would give to me, like, you know how they have like buy me a coffee or Patreon or whatever. You know what? Instead of giving me money to buy a coffee or a tea, use that money to buy a can of dog food or a cat food and give it to a shelter. Use that money to buy some food for a food pantry, or buy a cup of coffee for a stranger in need. Okay? Give that money to a stranger in need. So, anyways, as much as I love money, give that money to a stranger in need. Give that money to a shelter. So thank you so much for putting up with all this crap. What's going on with Mino Mew Mew and Loki? Both bad behavior. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And as always, blessed be.